Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And today is going to be our last video with Magellan. This time it's going to be Magellan versus Red and Green Law. A matchup that you might see very often because Law is very popular, but a matchup that I actually think Magellan is favored into because of the removal that you have between the kings, and just doing minus done on the Law can actually mess up their combo pretty good. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the game coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the game. In this matchup, we're going up against Law. Okay. Opponent chose to go second. This king is so good, but I feel like I don't have anything else that I need. The Sadi is really nice. This is a hard one. Like, the Sadi is good, but it's not good enough. It's just not good enough, unfortunately. We could go double Magellan and just mess them up with Dawn value. That could be the play here. Just mess them up Dawn-wise. The opponent has the Nami. So the opponent has a Nami in their hand. They will be able to get pretty high up in their card value next turn. Do I want to attack with this guy? Or do I just want to attack with the Hannibal? I'm down to just attack with the Hannibal. Let the opponent swim back if they want to. Okay, yeah. I'm down to have them at 2 life by turn 2. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. Obviously, I'm not going to counter. I guess I could have saved it if I wanted to, but okay. So the opponent has a Nami, a Dan, yada, yada, yada. We can kill the Dan. The opponent gets the Nami. Wait, they didn't get anything from the second Dadan. So they whiffed the second Dadan. They got the Brook out of the one that they just got. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because it messes up my Magellan turn, right? So I don't want to do that because it messes up my Magellan turn. I'm down to get the one down less. We know that the opponent has a Brook. So the opponent has to return a Dawn. We know that they have a Brook. This king is going to be really good later on to clear their board. Like, this kid is going to be amazing against Law. I think this matchup should be good for us. So, sometimes they forget to return the Dawn, so I have to remind people when they're playing against Magellan. Nobody's used to playing against Magellan. So we go here. This is going to force 2 2K counters if you want it. They might go for it so that they can have the combo next turn, okay? So we know they have the Brook, but they only have 5 Dawn now, right? So unless you have triple 1-drop, you're not going to be able to fill your board to get the Law ability. And that's why this minus Dawn ends up being so good for us. Okay. Next turn we have 6 Dawn. I'm down to take this. Still don't think it's correct to play like the Shiki trigger is not what we're looking for, right? We want him as a 2K. We want him as a 2K. If you attack here, I think that's a mistake. So I think that one is a mistake. Let's go for the Minokoala, because you won't be able to fill your board. I kind of like the blocker though. Not having the blocker might be a problem. This Jack could be good for later. Forcing to return another Dawn. So this is 6. So we can go 6 here. And then 7 on the Zoro. Opponent's gonna only have 6 on next time. If they cannot save this, I don't think they can fill their board again. Alright. Again, now they need to have, I guess, a 2-drop and 2 1-drops to fill their board. And as long as we continue doing this, we should be in a good spot. Okay, Capone. Alright, they get there. This king is going to be really good, though, at kind of messing them up. Okay, so yeah, so they get there. They have enough. They get the -2 here. I'm gonna save this, right? I think we just saved this. This is gonna let me swing back. Our opponent's at 2 lives, so having this, even though we could have controlled their Dawn, having this Magellan be there, it should be good for us, right? You get the Sorrow, you swing with the Sorrow, we go another 2k, we're chilling. Let's go here. Let's kill. Yeah, so 3. I guess 3 and 1 is probably the correct play here, right? Then we go 6. Jet Pistol can punish one of these Magellans if the opponent gets Jet Pistol from life. Tama, second Magellan. Okay. Pair Magellan. Opponent blocks and counters. Yep, that requires only a 1k versus having to do a 2k if you block with the law. Dawn control doesn't really matter at this point. I think at this point we want to keep my Magellans alive. So, okay, so that's 4. I'm good with this because the opponent attack without spending any Dawn, they actually lose a Dawn for free here that they haven't used. So that puts them 1 Dawn down on whatever plans they have for this turn. They use the Law attacker. We can start developing this Jack. They get another blocker. Okay, the second blocker is frustrating. And they're gonna have the 2k counter with the Tama unless they go for the Nami instead. You have the second Law maybe? Okay, so they actually went for the Tama. They restand. They restand the Law. The Jack is nice because we know that the Jack will allow us to get rid of their hand, right? Which might be necessary for us to actually push through. And they just outright played another blocker. Wow. Sure. Forcing to attack with this Law. I like the Jack instead of the Sasaki, right? So this is going to be 3 and 2. That leaves me with 5. So I still have 5 Dawn that I can use. We know that the opponent has an Otama. Also has 1 Dawn here. Let's go for 6. We know the opponent has an Otama, right? So we eat up the Otama first. Let's go for 6 again. Okay. I guess let's go for 8. No reason not to. Get the second blocker. Wow, Radical Beam? Wait, opponent messed up. Why not just use the Radical Beam? Without the Bonnie. Opponent misclick. Okay, I feel bad. Opponent misclick, and that's going to be a very costly misclick because opponent now doesn't have a Bonnie to refill their hand. So, I think opponent misclick, right? So if they go Radical Beam, that's enough to save the Law. But now they don't have enough to play their Law ability. If they had the Bonnie, they could have picked up a second Law and potentially actually being able to bounce back. Yeah, that's unfortunate, right? So we're going to go like this. Return the Dawn, go here, and I'm actually gonna do it on the Law, on the regular Law, because if the opponent attacks with this Law, I'm cool with that, because it means that they don't have a blocker. So this is forcing them to have to attack with this Law if they want to kill this king, which they will. Wait, really? All right, I'm gonna force you to have 1 more attack. I'm gonna force you to have 1 more attack to be able to kill this. I guess they get to kill the Magellan, but they get to leave the king alive. We're gonna just attack here. This is, yeah, opponent disconnected. Unfortunately, they had a big misplay where they played the Bonnie and the Radical Beam. They could have easily come back, right? They could have easily come back if they didn't make the misplay, because they could have had multiple cards in their hand, depending on what Bonnie found. So even with my Jack, I wouldn't have been able to like get rid of all the cards in their hand. I would have been able to get pretty close, and I still have 3 life, which gives me a lot of time too. So it would have been a battle of attrition, right? Like once we got rid of the blockers, we could start going face. We had the Thunder Bagua, but we don't really have anything else that would have kind of gave us a lot of value. So yeah, unfortunate for the opponent, it happens. So GG's. If you all enjoyed today's game against Law, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. We'll do one more. No, this was the last Magellan video. This was the third one. So we'll switch over to Kinemon tomorrow if you want to take some Kinemon gameplay. So see you all tomorrow.